In this video, I'm going to show you how to share your podcast on Instagram Stories. Hey, this is Luke with the Wave team, and if you want more podcasting tips like this in the future, take a second and subscribe below. Instagram has over 500 million daily users on their Stories platform alone. So if you're not already promoting your podcast on Instagram Stories, you could be missing out on a huge opportunity to gain new listeners. But IG Stories come with some unique challenges for podcasters. Firstly, you have to upload vertical video content, and so that means that your podcast audio has to be paired with a video in order to share it. 2, they only support 15-second clips, although technically you can upload an entire 1-minute video and Instagram will automatically splice it up into 15-second clips. Thirdly, linking to your podcast has always been a challenge on Instagram in general, since Instagram only gives you one link that you can share in your bio. Unless, of course, you're one of the lucky few who's able to add a swipe up link in your stories. Don't worry, we have a solution to all these challenges thanks to a free service called Wave. I'm going to show you exactly how you can promote your podcast on Instagram Stories to reach a much larger audience. To start, let's visit wave.co and sign up for a free account or log in. Wave allows you to create podcast videos coupling your audio with engaging animations that allows you to share your podcast audio on social media. To do this, under the Create tab, let's go ahead and select New Design. Now, of course, we can start from scratch and create our podcast animation completely the way we want to, but this time I'm going to start with a template, and what we're going to do is select this one right here, ColourPop, and what we can do is input our different information about this podcast episode that we're sharing. So first, I'm going to upload my image. Next, I'm going to fill in this information. I think I'm going to go with this straight design instead of the diagonal one, and then select my background color. We'll go with blue. Now let's go ahead and click Generate Template. Awesome, so here's our design that it's pre-made through this template, but I'm actually going to add just a few more things to it. Let me first add a progress bar. This is an animation that'll show the elapsed time of the video. Let me stick it at the top here. And of course we can change the colors if we need to. So next thing I'm going to do is add some text. Let's add that in here and change the color. I'm actually going to do white color for the text, and the background I'm going to make this blue color, I think. Let's try that. I'm going to change the font, go down to Babus New. And what I'm actually going to type here, you can type one of two things. You can either do swipe up to listen, or in most of our cases, we're going to do link in bio to listen. Add a little spacing here, and then we'll just kind of position it right up here. And I think that's looking good. So next thing, let's go ahead and click Save, and this will save our design. Awesome. And so now you can see our podcast animation right here. It's a vertical for our Instagram story, so that's perfect. Now, next thing we're going to do is add our audio. So let's scroll down here, click Upload. I'm going to add my podcast audio in here. Now what we're going to do is share a short preview of our podcast episode on the Instagram story and use it as a way to direct people back to our full podcast. So to do this, we'll want to basically select a 1-minute clip from this full episode that is kind of a teaser for people to go and listen to the full thing. And we can always click play to preview it. We can click this button to hear the last 3 seconds of it so we know where it's ending. And if we look down here, you'll see exactly how long it is. And we want to get it under 60 seconds. So let me reduce it a little bit to here. So once you get it exactly the way you want it, make sure again that it's under 60 seconds. We're going to click Generate Video. All right, and our video is done rendering. We can come down here and preview it, but actually I'm going to do one more step on here, and that's to add captions. You know, a lot of people, when they're swiping through their Instagram stories, they often have their volume completely muted. And so if we add captions, it allows people to enjoy our content even with their sound off. So let's click on this. What this will do is create a transcript powered by Zubtitle. And now, as you can see, it's added captions to the bottom of our video, and you can actually go down here and edit the caption text as you need to. I'm just going to make a few adjustments here to the style of the video. I'm going to actually start with this one and just make a few quick edits here. So we'll keep the fonts the way they are, maybe just reduce the text size a bit, and change the background color, make completely transparent, and then just make a few adjustments here so all of these kind of appear on just 2 lines. All right, so now that we're done editing our captions, we're gonna go ahead and click Save, and now we're going to create our video, and this is gonna render it a second time. All right, it looks like our final render is done. Now let's go ahead and click Preview.
First of all, don't expect quick and easy results from social media marketing. It does take time to build a following, but if you can be consistent, it's well worth it.
Awesome, so now let's go ahead and download it to our computer. So once it's finished downloading, we want to go ahead and move our file over to our mobile device so we can post it to Instagram Stories. Now there are a few different ways to do this. Because I have a Mac and an iPhone, I'm going to airdrop it to my phone. But if you want to check out a support article below, you'll be able to find some other ways you can do it yourself. All right, so there we have our video. Now, as I said, on Instagram, you really only have a few options as far as linking to your podcast. You have a swipe up link if you have a certain amount of subscribers, or everyone has, of course, their bio link. But this begs the question, which link do you actually share? You know, between Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, people have different preferences for where they want to listen. But the truth is, you actually don't have to choose. And that's because Wave provides another service called Wave Link. Let me show you this. Over in the left-hand column, go ahead and click on Wave Link. And what you're actually able to do here is provide your RSS feed URL for your podcast. We can also include links to the different podcasting platforms we're on, social media links. But let me go to my Links tab here and show you what this looks like. So this is basically a mini website for your podcast. You can click here and it'll actually play your most recent podcast episode. If they want to, they can go to these different icons and select where they actually want to listen. Again, you have a description of your podcast that's imported through your RSS feed. You have your social media links that you add. We can even click See All Episodes, and it's actually imported all of the podcasts within your library. So what we essentially want to do is go to our Links tab and copy and paste our Wave link. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to transition over to my mobile device and open the Instagram app. And let's go ahead and edit our profile and quickly add our website link in here to include our Wave link. And of course, we can quickly click on it to preview what it looks like on a mobile device. And there you have it. And again, this is always going to display our most recent episode on here. So every time we promote our new episode on Instagram Stories, this is going to show up here. Let's exit out of here. And now for the last step is to actually post our Instagram story.
First of all, don't expect quick and easy results from social media marketing. It does take time to build a following, but if you can be consistent, it's well worth it.
So there you have it. You can sign up for free at wave.co with the link in the description below. If you did find this helpful, please like and subscribe to get more tips like this in the future. Until next time, keep creating.